have no players, so we'll cast the replay. And since I have no replays, I'll just go with mid-skill finals of the 5th of October Cup between Fiery and Leonus. 2 games have been cast by Tenso. I will upload those, and then the 2 I do here now. See, already spoiled by saying it's 2, but guess you saw the amount of replays. So let's go. We've got Leonus on a Lictor. Not his usual pick, but he is a Nid and Chaos main. Has been for the longest time. Fairy with the Bro Cap. Interesting. Nid's having that Automalius usually having that trouble against those pesky Tyranids. Let's see what kind of answer Fiery has for us. Lictor kind of late on the cloak. He knows he's there, so still too late on retreat. One more attack. Hook this one. Yes, and it dies. Good play by Leonus. But here are the strikes, and the Lictor will not be able to deal with those guys. He will also most probably not be able to cloak away of them, right? Yeah. They are being way too close and personal for that. But he stops and just fires for some reason. Why was he so passive? What did he expect? I mean, the moment you see more than one Hormagund, or at least one Hormagund, and you don't want that anymore, you can still go. I guess he did. Maybe he did see the first Hormagund and thought, nope, I don't want that anymore. Stop. And put some bolts into them, which is probably correct. So 4 Hormagons it is. A lot of munchy and double ops. Can someone tell me what's a good build against Nids? Because I think on my stream on Monday I randomed Automalius against Nids, and I was pretty undecided that is. And I ended up just doing cookie cutter strikes into perks into interceptors, but that did not work out against the Hive Tyrant that skipped barriers and went straight into double Ravenous. I do feel like against that build, double strikes could have been an option. Oh, and the strikes die already! Very important wipe. Lictor's level 2, and this is not looking good for Fiery. Overstate is welcome there, quite easy to do that against Hormagons. I don't know why he went into Lictor and 2 Hormagons with just strikes and Bro Cap. That was nothing he could have won. Now he's not only losing his strikes for it, but a generator as well. I mean, Lictor could have very well, this could have been a timing where he just upgraded pheromones, and there was no way he could have won that, no matter what he did. So that was way too risky, no matter what, going in there with the strikes. Because if you don't win against Hormagons in a melee brawl, and it's double Hormagons and a Lictor, holy shit, double Hormagons do so much damage on retreat, and then the hook can finish you off, as it did. You have to retreat so fucking early that basically you can't go into melee at all. Intercept is coming in, not perks. I would have thought purgation. On the other hand, against the Lictor that can just sneak in and melee them, kinda hard to do. And this is already pretty hard to deal with. Guess I could... Any Bro Cap equipment you would say that's helpful? I don't see any. I mean, with the barriers being out, at least there's a target now for the interceptors. And with the Mind Blade global active, there will be so many fucking specials that Homogons can't really go here. But he doesn't get any of the barriers. But with the Synapse out of play... Oh, maybe he will. No. Little short on the jump. And the Mind Blades ran out. So at this point... Yeah, just go for the ops. That's the thing, if you like this new double strikes ops kind of build could actually work too, because you just flame nade your strikes. And nits have a weakness, tier 1.0, before the first barriers are out, where their tier 1.0 units are kind of weak. And if you go double strikes, see how the flame nade deals with the homogons nicely, especially if there's no synapse. So I don't dislike the operatives, however, one dies anyways. So then maybe strikes can stand their ground when there's a flame nade on their feet. Yes, it does damage to the strikes as well, but compared to what it does to the homogons, it's low. Of course, with the operatives, he has detection and can now spot the lictor. So maybe perks after all next? But then, yeah, Tyrant God would be next impossible to deal with. Or he would lose his power again. I don't really see a way out here unless Leonus throws heavily. But that's not a thing. Leonus, I don't think I have ever seen him throw heavily. He either gets outplayed or he straight up wins. There's a grenade now, come on. Yeah, nice one. Cancels the retreat and homogons die left, right and center. Single homogon model was way ahead of his squad for some reason. I guess he was in Synapse and just skipped over some terrain where the others couldn't. Probably this year, like those run there and he can hop it. He would have that kind of advantage. Another Mind Blades, but there's so many freaking homers. And now there's a capillary tower. That thing buffs melee damage of units. Pretty chaotic fight. But... And one of the homers goes down. Now there's melee synapse as well. So this last homogon will go nuts. Barrier's pretty tanky now. With that upgrade. So yeah, full melee investment with the capillary tower and the adrenal glands. This is quite hard, and if, you know, he goes for the Tyrant God next. Still don't see a way. Can't lose strikes that early and expect to win. Barry's still thinking about a way and he's not willing to give up because it's a tourney game. You see, these are real games. Someone gets an advantage and it's just a matter of how long it will take him to drive it home. It's not one of the most thrilling ones, but it's educational nevertheless. This is why I like tourney games so much more than the other casted games, cast-worthy games, as they're usually called, where you know it's gonna go on for half an hour for no reason other than people throwing and then reverse throwing and then reverse throwing. Those games exist, And YouTube is full of them because they are so cast worthy and because they are long. But it's not what 90% of the games is in this lovely Dawn of War 2 Elite mod look like. And people that exclusively watch YouTube may get the wrong idea. Tyrant Guard is here because Leonus knows his shit. Superhighway is here too, with capillary towers speeding up the units that go to base and come from base. Barrier's low, but not low enough. And there's a Homers. Back in the flame grenade. Interceptors though, super low may go down here because there's no knockback at all. And they do. Yeah. Isn't getting easier. Isn't getting easier. Those Homagons, multiple ones, are so oppressive to melee units. And since they are meant to counter ranged, this is what Homagon spam does. If you don't have non-melee, good non-melee melee counters, then it can get hard. I really don't. I mean, it should have been perks and ops, shouldn't it? Or even skip the ops. I mean, Lictor can only tie up so much. If you just double perks on this triple Homagon build, when the Lictor shows up, you can slow him with one of the perks and kite with the others. Oh, he threw the Incinerary 3 or 4 times. I have at least seen 3 of them. Bro caps down too. Yeah. Now a Razorback with like. Oh, he started with double ISTs and 1 died too, so this was probably his goal to reach tier 2, get a Razorback with double plasma ISTs, because that is something Nitz will have a very hard time against. Because if you come in with a Venom Brood, well, the plasmas will rape the Venom Brood while they repair the Rhino, and then you're mobile enough once the enemy melee is in to just kite and shoot them all game. And if they go with a Tyrant Guard, which is usually what is best against the Razorback from Space Marines on a higher level, well, you still have fuck ton of plasma damage to riddle that down. Yes, it will go into shield wall and there's nothing you can do against that. Unless you get purifiers with a heavy melee hammer. But, well, plasma rules against Nits. However, VPs, there's no time to kite around. No time at all. So, I mean, ops are here, and I could see them beat those Homagons if they nade now. They don't though. Razorbacks coming to help, and ISTs actually made it into that other thing. VP that is 6 or 3. It's over. GG. Leonus takes it. Hard matchup. Hard matchup. Indeed. I think I'm not very. It's so rare. So rare to see Automalius against Nits. I remember one tourney actually picking Lictor into Automalius because I was frustrated with orcs against Automalius. And I could see me do that again. Alright. That's one game to Leonus. Let's see what the next one does. And after that, we'll look for live games. So this is it. Ooh. Both on the mains this time. Leonus on Chaos and Larry on IG. Well, he's kinda Chaos main too, and he also plays orcs. It's weird. I couldn't even tell what if he really has a main.
The keys to power await us.
Yes, League indeed.
Victory point in sight.
So Sentinel before Guardsman. He wants that early pressure, which is understandable. And there's just the Chaos Lord, no PC, and probably a lot of heretics. But Leonus decides against the second heretic. Not a single heretic died here though. And he prefers the decap over more pressure. Because yes, he would probably expect CSM to come, but they were busy capping. So he could have chased the ticks, but decap is valuable too and way less risky. But Commissar actually using a range stance on that Chaos Lord. And with the Sentinel there too, already took some good damage. Ha! Chaos Lord. I don't know, was he path packing in that Lord General or Commissar, sorry? What a weird flex running that Sentinel into the heretics. Was that a attempt on path blocking or what was that? Because he does not have a stomp, but he still moves that Sentinel as if he would. Maybe he just wanted to make Leonus click it to see. But I don't think that Leonus micro was so overloaded that it was worth it. So Noise Marines come out, very good unit against IG. Counters pretty much anything but the enemy hero and the Sentinel. But even against the Sentinel, it's not bad. Heavy infantry armor and still has 2 side bolters. So Sentinel doesn't really bleed them. While it absolutely obliterates the Sentinel's repair support. And without repairs, I'm sure they can actually duel the Sentinel. So the only question is, how does he deal with the Lord Commissar? Barry is apparently annoyed by direct messages. And the answer to how to control the Lord General, the Lord Commissar, sorry, is Havocs. And Barry's answer in advance is an artillery spotter. And even though Leonus knew the spotter was coming, he still decided to get the Havocs. So, not quite sure about that. At that point, I could have seen a second CSM to just focus him down. But I guess if there is Havocs on the field, the spotters can't be striking the heretics as much. These heretics are
Your units fulfill your command.
just sidecapping and nothing else. I don't think they would meet the spotters too often, and if they would, wouldn't be nice for the spotters. I'm so sorry. Looks like I'm somewhat tired. My tea is empty too. That's bad. I mean, in the end, all you need to do is riddle the shield down, and then you can just cacophony the fucker, right? While you keep shooting him.
Requisition point.
Sentinel decapping annoyingly. The commissar's being rescued by his carapace armor and according regeneration. Ooh, Sentinel! That's that Sentinel! Because it got surrounded, so it couldn't move anymore. Good catch. So this is not looking too good for Fiery.
Hear that, the song of battle. Special weapons team is on the field.
Yes, Stomp was down.
Enemy. Fight harder.
And if Stomp is down and you actually get a surround on the Sentinel, you sometimes manage to just kill it with melee. As you've seen there. And I guess you can also try to zone the Lord Commissar. Once his shield is down, zone him with the kill the weak a little. Fire is way ahead to tier 2. Leonus is
On the unholy
good on timing. Doesn't float at all. Love it. But imagine if he didn't Havocs, but got a second Chaos Space Marine. He has plenty of wreck because he doesn't bleed any heretics. I think that would actually have been better and he would have been earlier to T2. What the hell do I know, right? Not an IG or Chaos player.
If that victory point is lost.
Doesn't look like Leonus can really abuse the Sentinel death. I mean, I think it would actually require him to use his heretics offensively and in a fight to just rush them in, because suddenly there's no more stomp counter to that. Instant Blast Master. Get that. So if you just shove your heretics in once the Sentinel is down, what's he gonna do? Best thing he can do is maybe hit a mortar shot. He does that, the Havocs. He can't really do anything about the Havocs. And he needs that Mantle of Hate so much. Doesn't finish off the Guardsman though. 17 HP. Good Blast Master shot. Or the Chaos Lord is trying to weaken the enemy power. Oh, I don't like the Plague Marines at all. No. Just get a last cannon.
Who arises from these ranks?
Plague Marines are good with the Corn Worship, but they just don't do enough damage. Just one Guardsman repairing the Sentinel will out-repair the damage Plague Marines do. And that's a pretty bad spot to be in, because apart from against the Chimera, the Plague Marines really don't do much. So this could be the throw. On the other hand, there's almost no transitional AV. So a doggo, for example, I think would have been really fucking strong. Ah,
To the enemy. Fight harder.
shot got stuck. Fiery's seen it with a spotter flare. Still decided to keep capping and got lucky with the shot not hitting. Yeah, Havoc's getting spotter shelled again. Rear armor shots by the Plagues, but they are in melee now. Ooh. Mantle of Hate, finally! Fuck him! See, the Chimera's already healed. Did he already levitate him? Because if so, I didn't see. Gets the vision flare here. Trying to tear down that Commissar, but just can't do it. Stubbornness, that's why. It just heals so fucking fast. But here it oh! For some reason, the Drain Life did not lift the Commissar. So he was still able, not being knocked back or lifted, still being able to get into the Chimera. Can someone explain me that? That was a bug, wasn't it? So another lucky instant for Leonus, for Fiery, would have lost his hero there, and the hero is pretty fucking important at this point. Possible. Yeah, okay. Then that's the reason. He had the shield on. It can't be lifted with a shield on. But I didn't quite see the shield. Maybe he was activating it last second or something. But since it's a continuous thing, wouldn't it lift him up later on? When the shield is down? Something someone needs to test. Like if you put that on something that has a shield and then while it's still doing damage, the shield goes away, will the target be lifted later on? Or will it just stay on the ground and run around while getting damaged? Interesting thoughts. I really don't like the Plagues. Could see some Corn Marines here. As I said, the Sentinel is down and there is almost no melee counter. If you just overload him with melee, and Corn Marines actually do good against transports too, and this one is a particular slow one. Yeah. Corn Marines and a doggo would have been a very corny build, and I don't see what Fiery could have done against that with his puny Chimera. No, direct hit with a Plague Rocket on the Lord Commissar. Why do the Plagues miss all the time? Was that transport bug? Could be.
This is not the victory you promised us.
Very possible. This is indeed not the victory you promised us, and Fiery made it to tier 3 somehow. Because Leonus just couldn't pressure with his fucking plagues and chaos havocs. And now there's a dreadnought against Kazakins. Too late on the bashes. Yeah, that spotter shot is getting big. The heavy mortar cannon.
Ready for eternal war.
Didn't see many good Blastmaster shots. I think there was one.
Hear that, the song of battle. Stormtroopers have struck.
Where the Katakins just rush in and grenade the Havocs. They straight up die. Swipe! Kazakins probably changing to melter guns. Yes, they do. So he really wants that Chimera, but the flare just keeps him from it because his range is so low. And now suddenly repairs. Yeah. And heavy melee. Should have just meleeed the Kazakins instead. Once the flare was down. Or, you know, run the fuck out, because now he's gonna lose that dreadnought because he greeded on the Chimera. And that's how this game turns. After a very good fucking start, loyal to the end, global. After a very, very good start, killing that Sentinel with a heretic body block. We have the Blood Rage global, so these flakes do a lot of damage, but it's just not enough. Too many IG. Ooh, good shot though. Blastmaster kills one of these Kazakin models. And here come Melter Troopers. They did nothing against the Dreadnought and still went through with the upgrade. Very weird.
You are losing us a victory point.
What are the CSM doing all game? Because they're just basic upgraded and trying to side lane. But even for that, Corn Marines would be so much better. They're still level 1 and that tells you a lot. They did not net a lot of kills.
Hear that, the song of battle.
We have
The
100
flares, dude,
points
the
remaining.
flares. Oh my god. What is he going for? Fiery, that is. And what is Leonus doing? Another dreadnought and another dreadnought. Stuck in tier 2, spamming dreadnoughts. As you sometimes end up as. With chaos. I mean, what could tier 3
This is not
possibly
the
give
victory
him?
you promised us.
Terminators are not that good against IG with all the plasma around. Predator with the amount of AV on the field already is so strong, so yeah, I can see not going to 3. Why not? He can try to somehow get an advantage before the Lehman comes out. Because the Lehman will be a serious problem. The Blastmaster's always overshooting. What is this? So unlucky, Blastmaster all game. Oh, that's a super tanky Commissar, but 2 Dreadnoughts slapping him melee is nothing he can deal with. Another Plague Rocket maybe? Worship! Stop repairing Worship! Get the Chimera at least! No, the Chimera goes away.
Enemy has has too
Side lane Chaos Lord now, and that Vanquisher Cannon will be hell for Leonus. We will probably need at least one Zenith Dreadnought now. Gonna curse himself for losing that Havoc now, because the last cannon would be very handy, which is why he gets the Havoc back. And here we go. Not the bomb on that Dreadnought. And that's how one goes down. Pretty damn quick. No, not quite, but the Vanquisher has a fast rate of fire, so the next shot will come out before the Lehman really needs to go. And with repair support, that Lehman can just stand there and win and shoot that Dreadnought. So the Lehman pretty much killed both Dreadnoughts. And that's a very big strike against Leonus. Not much he can do now to recover. Really not much. Trying to ground attack with the Noise Marines. Maybe that's why they keep overshooting. Oh god. Oh god.
your Chaos Lord seems to spill is his own.
And Bullgryns would be coming next.
You are losing us a victory. You have failed.
Game's over. The 1-1. And we'll see what Tenso's game say. Best of 5, so potential for 3 more games.